We have big news out of Fulton County as a grand jury has issued subpoenas for several well-known named political figures. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Courtney Bryant. This comes as the group investigates possible criminal interference into the 2020 election in Georgia. Fox 5's Eric Perry is outside the Fulton County courthouse with more. And Eric, who can we expect to hear from?
Yeah, Courtney, Tom, big names named today, and all 7 of those subpoenas are for people who live out of state. So we are talking about a sitting U.S. senator and also several attorneys for former President Donald Trump. More big names have been subpoenaed to testify before a Fulton County grand jury as they look into possible criminal interference by former President Trump and others into the highly watched 2020 election in Georgia. Among the 7 people subpoenaed Tuesday is Trump personal attorney and former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani testified before a state legislative committee in late 2020. He claimed that tens of thousands of people voted illegally in Georgia in the presidential election, and that a number of voting machines were rigged against President Trump and in favor of Democrat Joe Biden. State election officials who are Republicans have denied those claims, and judges have thrown out all court challenges to the Georgia results. U.S. Senator for South Carolina Lindsey Graham also subpoenaed. Days after the November 2020 election, the South Carolina Republican allegedly made 2 phone calls to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger and allegedly asked him if the secretary had the power to reject legally cast absentee ballots that would help the president narrow the election margin. Graham has denied the allegation. The subpoenas are the latest moves by the grand jury, who has heard testimony in recent weeks from a number of witnesses, including Secretary Raffensperger, his COO Gabriel Sterling, State Attorney General Chris Carr, and Democratic state lawmakers who were at the hearing where Giuliani testified. Governor Brian Kemp will provide a taped statement to the grand jury at the end of the month. Other members of the former president's legal team, including attorneys Jenna Ellis and John Eastman, who publicly allege that election fraud cost Mr. Trump the election, have also been subpoenaed. Documents show a major point of focus will be video circulated claiming to show votes being counted and tossed out at State Farm Arena. Election officials have denied those claims. Yeah, a lot of information coming out of the court documents today. Now, the big question is if or when those subpoenaed will testify. Still no word. According to those documents, which we've thoroughly gone through, it could be anywhere between July 12th and August 31st. Of course, this is a story we will stay on top of and bring you updates. That's the latest here outside Fulton County Courthouse. I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
All right, Eric, thanks for the latest.